with regard to the budget, but it just has to be passed by the board. So we'll have to have it at another time, and I apologize for the inconvenience. The budget is the same as last year, so it's not anything that's, okay. Okay, that's it.
Postpone?
Yes, we'll have to reschedule it.
Weren't they here? Oh. I don't know, they were here.
Sandy and Margaret.
So technically, they have to have another meeting.
Yes. that's
And you
what I
have to
said.
do another 14-day mail out?
Yes.
Okay, we'd also like to make an announcement concerning the River Shores budget meeting. Due to the sudden medical illness of the board member, the treasurer, William Heinzelman, who is in the hospital as we speak, there will be no meeting. It is also postponed for the River Shores budget meeting. With no new budget being presented or put forth, of course, the budget that's in place stays in place. Same with Middle River Club. And we will put some sort of notice out as soon as the treasurer is able to present the budget. You're going to have to contact him. Thank you.
He's always in the hospital.
Of most of the unit owners that I've spoken to, and I've knocked on doors, they're not happy. So let's make a change, you know? It's enough already. No one's buying our units, the real estate market, no one's nothing selling, and they're not buying here because we're known for problems. We need to change that. And if things don't change, there's 20 units who are not even paying their maintenance, okay? And they're not in foreclosure, they're just not paying it. There are people within those 20 who still have not even paid their assessments.
Jared, how do you know that?
I know.
Oh,
Well, it's true.
Okay?
You just said.
So,
I don't know
I
how you
just,
know.
you know, the numbers may differ because it's been a couple weeks since trust me, I have waves. I'm very well connected.
What's
So-
the letter say? It's just to the office, we're sending a letter?
You're sending a letter to the office stating that you want the financial records. You have to go and get the right statute, and I think that I'll be able to tell you, I have...
Jared, could I interrupt you quickly? What Jared is describing, I have done. Can people hear me, by the way?
No, can't hear you.
Is it? Okay. Yeah, I was just trying to, can people hear me now?
yes, talk!
Good, all right.
Can I ask one question before you start the meeting? Can you make a letter and we can all sign it,
No, it should be individual.
individual?
What he is
We
going
should
to...
make a letter.
Letter.
I can.
letter.
What he is going to explain to you is effective, but it's only effective if 20% of the building does it. If 2 or 3 people do it, the state's going to say, no, there are a bunch of problems, these are 3 odd ways of doing it. If 20% of the building does it, this is what the investigators are telling me, this is what real estate lawyers are telling me,
What are you referring to? What kind of request is this? What are you talking
for
about?
financials,
Are you talking about copies of the financial
everything.
record? Well,
Everything.
that is just an ordinary record request. You don't need 20% of the...
I'm telling you, for the state to get involved,
No,
you're
no.
wrong. You're wrong. For the state to get
I'm
involved,
talking about the state, because I've done this...
yeah, but they're not acting on anything.
They are acting because they've already certified, and I can show anybody who wants the correspondence, that River Shores Association has committed a violation. Order, please. With the state, I can show anybody who wants to come up after the meeting, I can show him or her the correspondence to prove that the state has issued a formal violation against River Shores Association for denying me initially access to the financial records of the association. And I subsequently, because the state enforced my right to do so, to have access to these records, I was able to get access to the records. But I had to pay, and bear in mind the fact that as the Assistant Secretary, the bylaws grant both the Secretary, Barbara, and myself the right, the role to keep the records of the association. And yet I was denied access to those records. So I had to complain to the state, and I had to fill out and after an investigation, the state backed me up. They said that the association had committed a violation, and I was finally allowed access to the records, but I had to pay for photocopies And I was-
$100.
Yes, let me finish. I was charged at a rate of 25 cents a page.
Yeah.
So,
That's a-
so
That's
just go figure.
Standard.
Do you have these records so I could do an audit?
I have some of them with me, I don't have all of them.
Right. If you can get them, I will do an audit on everything. I will take care of it, my father's company, we'll do it at no cost. Got me there, because they won't send me the
We need a
financials.
thorough audit.
Right, that's what we'll do.
We're going to, excuse me, we're going to, if you'll give me a chance to get this show on the road and start the meeting formally, I'm going to bring that up. Or rather, I'm going to put it to the vote of the 3 board members who are here, and if that vote's approved, we will present it as a motion.
Turn the volume up, I think behind you.
It's freezing. Now you
Everybody else is going You'll find out when they call it.
Oh, I know.
We cannot pass this.
I don't know,
Point of order, sorry.
Oh, no, but don't apologize to me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for coming tonight. And the situation we're in is totally unexpected, as I'm sure you all realize, and I'm probably the most surprised by anybody. I wasn't expecting this. Needless to say, I'm not prepared to chair this meeting tonight, but I'll do the very best I can to the best of my ability. I therefore call the meeting to order.
second the motion.
Do you second that, Jenny? Yes, I do. All right. So the meeting is called to order. The meeting is now in progress. The first thing I'd like to do is ask before we proceed any further, is to ask the secretary on my right to propose a motion.
Yes, I propose a motion to read the minutes.
This is about a school.
Okay. I propose a motion to escort people who are not owners of any of the units in this association out,
To be a school.
to be escorted out.
All right. Janet, do you support that motion?
Yes, I
All right. Well, I support it too, so we have, that motion is carried unanimously. Is there anybody here who is a non-member of the association? If so, please put your hand up. All right. Can you see?
No, he doesn't have his arm.
All right. Well, look, I notice our good friend, Mr. Richard Lane, has made an appearance, and I would just like to point out. Excuse me, order, please. I'd like to point out that according to the tax roll, and I have it here, which I copied about 3 or 4 days ago, the owner of the apartment, which is occupied by Mr. Lane, which, correct me if I'm wrong, sir, is Chase 206. The owner, according to the Broward County, I believe, is your son. Correct?
Absolutely.
So you are not the owner. Is that correct?
I am not the owner of
Oh.
that apartment.
All right. Well, therefore, we politely request that you leave the meeting. Will you please kindly leave the meeting, since you are a non-member?
May I ask you a question?
Yes, you may, certainly.
Is this a common area?
Let me explain. You can stay in the Middle River Club, for sure, but you cannot participate or even be present in this meeting. If you want to go to the back of the room, you can do that.
What the hell is the difference between the back of the room and the front of the room?
I'm asking you to
Excuse me, I'm
I-
talking to him.
I'm asking you politely if you would not be present in this meeting. Now, if, as I said, you want to sit at the back, that is fine. But we're asking you, we have passed this motion, the three of us, we are requesting that you absent yourself from this meeting. Will you comply, yes or no?
Or,
Jeremy, point of information, wasn't the meeting posted for over 2 weeks now that we were going to have this meeting and this meeting?
Yes.
So it's no longer really common area to entertain one's whimsical thoughts. It's a meeting, and it was posted 2 weeks ago, and that's why
Right.
we're all here?
Right.
Okay.
So
So I just want to make sure that it was posted, so this is not something that just came up tonight. We had a meeting just on a whim, so.
Well, yes,
Okay.
correct.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for making that point. That's very appropriate. Well, so you don't wish to
I was still trying to get an answer to
I'm not going to, look, I'm not going to coerce you at all. I'm just asking you politely, that's all. And if you refuse, then that will go on the record. There's nothing more I can do. I'm not threatening you in the slightest. I'm just asking you politely.
And I'm to leave because,
You are not a member of the association. This is a meeting by definition for the association.
Why can't he stay but just not vote?
That's against the rule.
why don't you,
I'm not going to, excuse me, but I'm not going to spend any...
can I answer your question?
Please, the subject is exhausted.
It is?
I'm not going to devote any more time to it. I've made my point. If you insist on staying, so be it.
Jeremy, just one more thing. Maybe if the non-unit owner would see that most of us agree with the board, that would just, be helpful. So maybe if we already.
Show of hands.
We agree
Yeah.
with the board.
Yes, please, if you would. Let's see the show of hands.
So you'd all like him to leave? Show your hand. Raise.
I will leave. You're all happy?
Thank you. All right, go play with your toys.
What'd you say?
We don't need to be rude tonight.
No, we don't need
We
to.
do not need to be rude. Okay, we all live here. Be polite.
Yeah.
I agree.
I would
And
thank...
we apologize, sir, if we've offended you, seriously.
You do, you apologize.
I apologize that you've been
Ask how
offended.
many others apologize.
We're following rules. Have a good night, sir.
I have every right to be in this room.
No, sir, you do not. Not at this
don't.
moment, you do not.
Not according to the rules.
Absolutely. No, sir, you do not. You are incorrect. And we are simply asking you to leave so that we may conduct our business. It is not your business.
But I can sit in the back and hear you.
No.
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 Excuse me,
No.
he did say,
Look, excuse me, can I just make this point? As the chairman person of this meeting, yes, Mr. Lane is correct. I did give him permission to sit at the back. Yes, indeed. But he must not be permitted to participate in any form whatsoever in this meeting. But since by show of hands, it is clear that a majority of people wish not only to be absent from this meeting, but also to leave this room, I would ask you, sir, if you would kindly...
that was not your motion, by the way.
No, please,
No,
I don't really want to...
Why do I have to stop talking when it's my turn to reply to you?
Sir, I'm not arguing with you. You do what you like. So I'm not arguing with you.
Did you not say I could sit in the back?
I did, but I'm not going to argue it any longer. You do what you want.
Okay, we already voted and some of us work early in the morning and it's
let's
8:30,
move on.
so please.
Yeah, let's move on.
We have to move on, please, if you don't mind.